Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? All right. Let me turn this music down a little bit here. What's good, everybody? How you doing? Where have I been? Took a break. All right. So, right now for today, look at the gold. We're gonna pretty much start from the daily time frame here. First thing we need to do is to pretty much identify what our structure is going to be. That way we have a bias. Oh, excuse me. Now, if we go to the daily time frame here, it is clear that we are currently bullish. Now, if we look at the structure here, right, previously we were creating lower highs and lower lows, starting from this daily swing high here at 57.43. So all we have from there is price creating low lows and lower highs up until we got to previous weekly candle low right here. All right, so up until we got to pretty much where we created our previous monthly candle low, 3990.4. Now if we look at the zone at 3990.4, you can see that on the daily time frame we had this previous low at 4066.8, and notice after price created this lower high, right, we came down and we pretty much couldn't break and close strongly below 4066.8. Once we created that low, we just ranged. Right now, once we ranged, what did price do? Price broke and closed above this minor resistance at 40.7 strongly, right? And now we've created a resistance here on the daily, which means price has created a higher high on the daily time frame, right? We have a higher high on the daily time frame. However, we do not have a higher low just yet on the daily time frame, which is where the lower time frame comes in. But what we do have currently on the daily time frame is the fact that the previous daily candle low, this current daily candle low, could not break below the previous candle low. Instead, we wicked it and then we flipped bullish, right, signifying the fact that we still have our bullish momentum, bullish structure going on here on the daily time frame. So looking at the daily time frame, I will be looking for buys. Looking at the daily time frame, that is my structure. My structure is currently bullish. Now if we go to the 4-hour time frame, this is pretty much, it becomes more clearer now that we on the 4-hour time frame that we are currently bullish. We've had a low form here. Let's start from that daily low all the way we created this high. Now price did well, broke a minor low on the 4-hour in this range. However, when we got to the first range that actually created this high, right, price came down, we failed to break and close below it, meaning price has now created a higher low for possible bullish continuation. 4-hour as well, I am currently bullish. Even if I'm going to look for sales based off the 4-hour, is going to be this zone right here, potentially this 4-hour supply, which is where the move to the downside originated from. Since we failed to break and close below that low from the range above, I would like to see price go all the way back up to the origination of the move to the downside. All right, now 1 hour time frame here. Now this is where our first range, second range, third range, and so on and so forth comes in using the 1 hour time frame, and also what the structure is as well. 1 hour is also currently bullish. This low right here from this first range on the higher time frame, intraday time frame, which is this 1 hour time frame, price failed to close. So this low created this high. We came all the way down to the bottom of the range. We failed to close. Since we failed to close, I'm going to expect price to at least get back to this 4-hour supply or continue up pretty much to the previous daily candle high. That is actually what I would like to see, since all the time frames are bullish. However, if price is going to continue to fall, then we could see another rejection from this 4-hour supply and the price possible pullback to this 30-minute demand that I have drawn here, and we see our way back up. All right, so I am currently bullish. That is what I'll be looking for as of right now. I'll be looking for buys. And where would I be looking for buys? What's my preference? Which is pretty much my premium value area that I'll be looking at for buys is going to be the 30-minute demand. We also do have, excuse me, a 1 hour demand here. However, I would like to see one more 1 hour bullish candle, preferably breaking this 1 hour candle, breaking above 43.97.6. Then I will consider the 1 hour demand. As of right now, my premium value area is going to be the 30-minute demand. Why the 30-minute demand? Now, I prefer the 30-minute demand because the 30-minute demand broke this minor resistance that we created, right? And we also broke and closed the first range, pretty much the first minor high that broke a low, that broke a minor low, and also created this low right over here. So 30-minute demand is my premium value area today for buys as of right now, because it just looks, the move to the upside from the 30-minute demand just looks way more cleaner. So that's where I'll be looking at. All right, so all we got to do right now is to just wait. I would actually like to see a retracement from possibly where we, okay, we didn't tap it yet. This 15-minute supply here, yeah, at 15-minute supply, we could get a retracement from there. Right now we are reacting to this one here, which is of course absolutely understandable. We did not close above it, so that's a rejection right there. So this is not bad either. This reaction we have at this 15-minute supply here is not bad either. So see if we can retrace all the way back to this 30-minute demand, guys. on this 15-minute minor range high. Take a look at our London low as of right now. 1 hour. London is currently open. How you doing, Green JFX? What's good, YouTube? You guys are quiet. What I did, how was my break? Man, my break was okay. It was a much needed break. Just now it was a much needed break. Right. So while we're waiting for a trade setup here, um, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. All right, back. Hey Matt, how you doing? How you doing, Chidube? Hey Jason, how you doing? What are we looking at? I'm looking at buys for gold today. As of right now, I'm looking at buys for gold. See this 15-minute supply here? I am strongly watching this 15-minute supply here. Price push down from there aggressively. So 15-minute candle is about to close. Once this 15-minute candle closes, if we close it above 4397.66, then I like to see how we react to this 5-minute demand here. Alright, so how did that 15-minute candle close? Well, we close above the minor range high. 30-minute, the same things. So yeah, 5-minute demand. And come back down to that 5-minute demand. You can buy from there. So let's see if we're gonna get a pullback here. Good morning, Urban Trader. All is good, all is well. Man, looks like gold is not ready for a pullback right now. Man, you know what? Now I wish I left my pre-London buys alone. Man, I did get 2-to-1 from the trade, but man, pre-London, I took this buys around here. Going pre-London. I had a 150 stops and 300 was my final TP. So I took this pre-London buy pretty much today. But now look at this thing. Look where it's at. Ish, that's almost 700 ticks from where my entry was. Almost 700 ticks. That's crazy. And if I go to the new Discord here, pretty much still working on this new Discord. So whether I trade on my own or I trade with you guys, there's always going to be the wins. I'll be posting the losses also. It's going to be under lessons learned, and of course, let's see. And then the trade recaps after after the trade is done. I'll send those as well. Pretty much the reason behind why I take each trade. I'll be sending them to the trade recap section. Whoever is in the Discord as well can do the same as well. Just to help each other out. So that's that. So we are reacting to that 30-minute supply, man. I mean 15-minute supply. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this 30-minute demand. Minute demand, 5-minute demand right here. Thank you, Anika. Thank you. Was good, Nimax. Is the music too loud, guys? Is it louder than my voice? Let me know, please. go to pullback. Looking to buy at demand. Yes, Matt, I'm looking to buy at demand. What timeline do I mark on? Well, I do my markups all the way from the monthly time frame. And when it comes to my demand and supplies, I prefer to use, I start from the higher time frame demand zones, pretty much from the 1 hour demand zones and supply zones, all the way down to the 5 minutes. Right now over here, I do have the 5-minute, and this is the 30-minute demand here. This is the two demand zones I'm looking to buy from. When if I buy from the 5-minute demand, stop loss is still gonna be below this zone here. But 30-minute demand is my preference. So real quick, one thing I will say though, right now, see this 15-minute supply zone that we rejected here, right? That we rejected, because if we look at this minor high right here, we broke it on the 5, right? Broke it on the 15, broke it on the 30, for the 1 hour rejected it. You also have a minor resistance here on the 1 hour. It's also a previous zone that price pushed down from, right? A previous continuation zone that price pushed down from and broke a previous range, right? So this 15-minute supply zone is a strong zone as well. Now, with that being said, if we go back to the 15-minute time frame here, so I mean 5-minute time frame, which is our entry time frame. So now, if price does this, after this high that we've created, maybe we create a support here. Pretty much we are reacting to this 5-minute demand right now. So now that we are reacting to this 5-minute demand, chances of this 5-minute demand breaking this high is very, very slim, because it's not a premium zone. You don't have a lot of buyers there compared to even this 5-minute demand here, or this 5 and 30-minute demand, or the 1 hour demand that we have over here. So it's not as strong. Now, if price do reject this 5-minute, or we create a support anywhere here, and we push back up, and we get back to this 15-minute supply, and we actually do reject, if price comes down, right, there is a strong chance, let's just say there is a chance that if price gets to this 5-minute or this 30-minute demand, we could reject, but we're just gonna create a high and continue down and reject towards this London session low, which is, we do have a 1 hour demand around sitting over here, and then that's where price is going to start pushing back up from. We are just going to see a deeper retracement instead of a short one. So we got to pay attention to what's going on here right now. Thank you, Crafted. these two previous candle already shows that sellers are here, right? It shows that sellers are here, but we'll see if the sellers are actually enough to scare the buyers away for now, just for now. Oh, let me actually mark that 1 hour demand that I was talking about earlier, which is this one right here. So depending on what happens at these highs, so there is a chance we could see New York falling. You'll see New York falling, just like what happened. When did I stream this week? Was it Tuesday? Yeah, just like what happened on Tuesday. We were bullish. Well, then we ended up, excuse me, but then we ended up actually taking sell Tuesday morning, my first stream session back with you guys. Some of you thought we were actually going to lose that trade. I actually only got 1-to-1 on that trade. It ended up giving 2-to-1, but I only got 1-to-1. We need an MSS here if we want to take sales. I'm going to delete this demand zones for now, guys, based off of what's going on at this high right now, and we're just going to do this right here. Okay, so now, as I was explaining earlier before I smoke, so because we're actually bullish, right, price is pretty much creating lower highs and lower lows. Now, if we want to take sales here, because we will be taking, the opposite trend, we're pretty much going to be trying to counter trend, trade this. We need more confirmation, right? I'm not saying, oh, you cannot get in right here once price rejected. If that's how you trade, then that's how you trade. But it's just a risky trade if you're trying to take sell right now, because that's not what we're doing. Price is creating high highs and area lows. Now, for me personally, in order for me to take sales, so looking at this drawing, that tool that I'm using here, now price rejects, okay, we come down, create a low, right? Now, if price creates a low, because we're creating higher highs and higher lows, right? Now, if price creates a low and we go back up, and this low right here fails to break the high that created it, right? If it fails, that means price has possibly created a lower high, because we can say, okay, price created a high here and it created a low. So if it fails to break the high that it created, that means we have failed bullish continuation, right? But you're not going to get in right away because we are still creating a high and higher low. So because at the end of the day, price could still create another low somewhere around here, then break, right? Price could do that, especially gold. Gold could do stuff like that. But if you wait, which is what I'm going to do, we are going to wait, or me rather, I'm going to wait for what we call MSS, which is pretty much a market structure shift, right? It's not a long-term market structure shift, it's a short-term market structure shift, because what price is doing is that price is creating a lower high and a lower low. Now, because using this example here, we're going to say, okay, this is where the move to the upside, right, started from, in this range. Now, remember, this low, so from this low to this high, that's a range. From this low to this high, that's a range. From this low to this high, that's a range, right? That is a range. You have your higher time frame range and your lower time frame range. Now, if price breaks this low here on the 5-minute, then I'm going to expect price, I'm going to wait for price to go all the way back up, right, to where the move that broke that low started from, right? That is the displacement that I am going to mark, and I'm just going to wait for price to get back up there. Notice price would either reject, for example, reject this demand, or come down and actually wick it. Then I'll wait for price to pull back. Let's say we have that displacement somewhere around here. Then I'm going to take it all the way back down to the origination of the move, which is a lot of times is going to be your higher time frame demand or your higher time frame supply zone, depending on which way the market is heading. So that could be a 1 hour or a 30-minute supply or demand zone, which is going to be over here. That's going to be where my final TP is going to be. If I just want to, hold the trade, and then we could see a continuation from down there, right? So, which is what I will be doing if I am going to take a sell. All right, so we get that, boom, market breaks, wait for that pullback. I will expect price to come all the way back down, pretty much this London low, and we could see price continue from there. So for sales, that is what I'm going to be doing. If it pulls back, fine. If it doesn't, then no trade for me. It's as simple as that. I have not seen what I want just yet, so this low that we've created here now on a 5-minute, it has to go. And reject this one more time before we break. And then that's when we go into wait for that, pullback to supply level, and we look to execute sales. Oh, we'll see what happens. It is if this is Friday. If we get it set up, fine. Hopefully we do, and if we don't, life continues. No, don't chase the move. Let the market come to you. Earlier I talked about market structure shift, MSS. The sales is not a long-term thing; it's going to be a short-term thing, and that's why I'm waiting for a market structure shift. That is for the sell side. Now, the buy side, on the other hand, we already have that. We already have a market structure shift to the buy side. We do not have it to the sell side. So we need to wait for that. I mean, I need to wait for that, pretty much. The buys that I took during pre-London, that is exactly what I did. Price was falling, right? I explained it in the Discord in the trade recap, but I'm going to explain it right here for you guys also, those of you that are not in the new Discord. Now, let's just start from this minor high that we created up here. Price came all the way down. Now, remember, we were falling, right? We were creating lower highs and lower lows. Now, price got to a level of support, a 4-hour support, which is pretty much actually the major low of the range that we were trading using the 4-hour. We came all the way down, we rejected it. This is actually the hold on. Yeah, this is the 4-hour support here. So this support right here. And when I mark my zone, I use the wicks, not the body. That's what I use. Some people prefer to use the body. I prefer to use the wicks because for me, price actually got to this level here. We didn't close there, but we actually got to this level, 41.3, but we actually closed at 44.4. But we go to this level. Therefore, that's where my support will be. Notice on the 4-hour, we didn't close below it, right? But this is the range between 43.41 and 44.75.7. This is our first 4-hour range. So we go back to the 5-minute time frame here. Okay. We broke it on the 5-minute time frame, but we just couldn't continue. We struggled, we pretty much ranged. So once price broke and closed above 43.46, right? That is the MSS that I needed, which is the market structure shift. Notice how price also went up and rejected this 5-minute supply. Traders that don't understand structure go to their 5-minute supply. We rejected, bounced twice, and then we came down, broke a minor low. So you think price is going to continue to the downside. So once I saw that, right, the market structure shift, I just marked up this 5-minute demand here. Now, why did I decide to use the 5-minute demand? I used the 5-minute demand because it is a premium zone and is the strongest zone. Even just by looking at the candles, you can tell. Just by looking at the candles, you can tell. Compare this first bullish candle to all the other bullish candles, so you'll be able to tell where the premium zone is. It's that simple. Now, so I marked up the 5-minute demand zone. I was going to actually snipe this, but the way this candle came down aggressively, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna try and snipe this. I don't really like sniper entry that much, but I would admit, since I started trading again, I have been trying out sniper entries. It's still not really my thing though. So with that being said, once I saw that this candle actually rejected, then I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm taking these buys, and I had my entry over there, and the rest was history. So what I did right here to the buy side is pretty much what we are going to do here if we are looking to take sells. It's pretty much what you need to do if you're trying to take the opposite move. So if I was looking for sells here, I wouldn't have to take that, but because of where price was sitting at, right, where the level that price got to, and the fact that the higher time frame is actually still bullish, that's why I decided to wait for that BOS, because lower time frame we're breaking high, creating lower lows and lower highs. So you needed more confirmation to take buys, even though higher time frame is bullish, because the market could still continue to fall. So we need to get back up to this 15 minutes supply, and we'll see how price reacts. See how price reacts. Is this music too loud, guys? I don't know. I asked you guys earlier. Nobody said anything. Hey, how you doing, James? Thank you. It's good to be back. Wait, can you guys even hear the music? I'm not sure if you guys can hear the music, because no one is saying anything. You guys can hear me, right? I can turn it a bit lower. Yeah, it is kind of loud in my ears. Yeah, I think this should be better. Is it better now? It should be. Dun, 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 dun. And let you on. So if this move that we're looking at right now, it comes down and break a low here on the 5 minute, our supply will be somewhere around there. Take that sell, and we should at least get to this 1 hour demand at least. We could reject here, but it should continue to the downside to get to that 1 hour demand at least. That's if we do fall. Pretty nice steady sitting there too. Demand is. I trade personnel funded right now, and trying to pass a couple of challenges as well. I got funded futures on my other screen here, and then I got this trading view is connected to my funded futures. Then I got this right here. This is phenotype futures. Some of you might know phenotype. They have it forex prop firm also. Then I got this forex prop firm that I got funded, right? And this right here is also a forex prop firm. This one is Aqua. So I'm doing a lot of stuff over here. I would like to see I like to see price get to this 15-minute supply though. I like to see price get back up there. And then we could either reject or we could continue higher. How you doing, Josias? You said many? What do you mean? Oh, it's a pop firm, so okay. So I trade forex as well. I just started again. So I'm trading both futures and forex. Because hey, why not? I'm trading the same pair on both of them, so why not? I'll be right back, guys. Need my hash straight. Let's see. This candle looks like got a lot of volume. That's what this candle is looking like. But let's see how we close this. Possible sales incoming. Just maybe. As of right now, no buys until we at least break these new highs that we've created. Now we're just ranging. Excuse me, guys. While still in the Zoom. No, it's not. I haven't started my premium membership just yet. I will start it again, but not yet. What price? I do not know just yet, because it's going to be different this time around. So I don't know just yet. One thing I am doing as of right now, though, is just one-on-one sessions. As of right now, that's what I'm doing right now. So we got a slight consolidation going on right now. Dealers are saying now we want to drop this. I said no, we're still in control. Well, we're kind of ranging right now. We could continue higher because after all, we're still bullish. Or we could actually fall from where we are right now. But either way, we need more confirmation here. What happened with the old Zoom members, if you don't mind me asking? Some left, some are still with me. Some left, some are still with me. So when I start the premium again, they're still gonna be here. And some are just waiting for me to start it again. Okay, so we've tapped this 15-minute supply again. Let's see if we're going to break or reject again. Uh, oh, hmm. NYSE opens in 4 minutes, so we'll see what happens then. NYSE just opened. Wait, where's the new candle? Oh, it's this candle. Okay. Where's the New York volume? Okay, so we broke above that zone on the 15. I mean on the 5. See how the 15-minute candle closes. Let's see how the 15-minute candle closes, but as of right now, this zone has proven itself right now. But I want to see how the 15 closes here. Like this bullish move is very, very strong. If we continue like this, we might not see any sales until we at least get to that previous daily candle high. Except if we can hold this 4-hour supply. It's held twice previously, but we'll see. We already got a very strong, aggressive selling pressure from there previously, which was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, New York session. New York? Yeah, New York session. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to take a trade during this session. We can pull back to this 5-minute demand again. I'll buy. I was expecting to get an early trade today. You think rally up to take Thursday's high? Yeah, that's possible. Pretty much still going to be the you know still the 4-hour supply. It is a good zone to look for sales also after all, because we're still in a range. It's a big range because it's a 4-hour range. We're still in a range, and also this high or this 4-hour supply is stronger also in this range because we broke this minor low right here. We just couldn't take out the major low of this range. So that high definitely took out a minor low. Just looking at it on the 4-hour. 4-hour, we've not really taken out any highs. Right, this move up, I was not really taking out any highs. So looking at the 4-hour in this range, we could be looking at creating a lower high for price to continue down. Right, but chances of that happening is slim because the structure is not bullish. Also, we could also be looking at starting a new one, which is to the downside, and price pretty much eventually breaking this low and we continue down. Right, that could also happen. So bottom line, we're still in this big range. There is a chance we could reject this 4-hour supply for sure. So we'll see. That 4-hour supply is a strong zone. Whenever we do reject that this 4-hour supply, is still the 4-hour supply, because remember, in this 4-hour supply, we do have a 1-hour supply as well, which I don't like this 1-hour supply. 30 is okay. You do have a 30 right here. I don't really like that 30 either. So we could still continue up until the 30-minute supply is still the 4-hour as well. Don't like the 15. Yeah, you got a decent 15-minute supply there right over here as well. So we could continue up until we get to the 15-minute supply. Maybe, the 5-minute supply. So any of those supply zones are good zones to look for ourselves. But first off, it's going to be this 4-hour supply. It is the strongest supply for me personally. Looking at all the other time frames. Plus, we've rejected there in the past, and we've only rejected once. No, twice. Twice. If we've rejected 3 times, then chances of price actually breaking it is high. So for buys, I need price to pretty much come back down to this bottom of this low. Right, this continuation here we have on the 5-minute, so which is pretty much a new range on the 5-minute. So we need to come back down there. That's our strongest zone here, and I'll buy from there. Except if we tap this supply. If we do not reject from the 4-hour supply, then that 15-minute supply could be the zone. But guys, unfortunately, that's the stream for me today. But I will be here on Monday. Hopefully we catch it through together on Monday. So have a great weekend, guys. Oh, before I go, as of right now, I'm still looking for buys. But like I said, this is where I'll be willing to take buys from, right? Except if market does something like this. We've created a minor resistance here now. Let's say from where we're sitting at, or we reject this demand, then we tap the supply and we have something like this. This low gets taken out. I don't even think that's gonna happen. At least not for this session. Except if we get like crazy volume. Alright, then I'll look to take sales over here. Alright, that's it. God bless everyone. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Strong sellers yesterday in the opening of Asia, New York. Yeah. Yep. See you guys on Monday.